Despite the threat of coastal erosion and rising sea levels, some countries are still developing their coastlines. Northern Spain is relatively unspoilt, making new development plans very controversial.
My name's Will Henry, and I'm the founder and board president of Save the Waves Coalition. And Save the Waves Coalition is a non-profit organization that does surf spot preservation. We've had some issues here in northern Spain we've been involved in. There's a couple of endangered surf spots, one of which is Rodiles, which is being endangered by a harbor expansion project, and they want to dredge a channel and perhaps refortify a channel, and it will most likely upset a sandbar surf spot that's right outside of the channel. What happens is that a lot of sand or material from the sandbar that's outside the estuary moves in to fill the hole in. Because they exist in this equilibrium, you upset one side of it, well, the balance shifts to that side. And so you end up losing the sandbar, so there's no more surf spot, but there's also a lot less natural coastal protection for that area. Almost always it seems that these large coastal projects are driven by certain individuals who are going to make money off of it. Basically, the issue is that on large days of large surf or extreme low tides, you can't go in and out of the harbor safely. And for fishermen, that's not an issue because they don't go out when the waves are really big. It's too dangerous at sea. But there's developers that want to build large, expensive homes inside the estuary, and they want to provide slips for new boats, for large yachts, basically. So they want to enlarge the channel for that reason. And that's, I think, what's really frustrating about it, is that it's not to benefit the general population that's already there. It's basically just to make certain developers wealthy.
The dredging of sandbars is causing concern at home as well as abroad.
My name is Sue Kent, and I'm part of Gower Save Our Sands. We were originally formed as a group due to concerns to the sand disappearing from our beaches. Behind me, you can see out to sea, there is a very long sandbank underwater, which is currently and has been being dredged since 1964. 12 years ago, the beaches, which are often replenished, the sand disappears in the winter, comes back in the summer. Over the last 12 years, we've noticed that the sand doesn't come back in the summer, and it's coming back less and less in the summer. The cause for concern is that the dredging figures have increased significantly. So local people think there is a link between the dredging from the sandbank and the lack of sand on the beaches.
I would imagine in the 21 years we've been here, we've lost a good 15, 16 foot of sand off the beach, I would have thought. And the peat situation and the rainforest coming through, that was never like that. It's been quoted to me where fishermen used to go fishing out here, and this is as little as 3 or 4 years ago, where they used to dig bait, lugworm, off this beach, and they had to go down a good spade's depth before they hit the bark and the peat, which is there now, but now it's a good spade's depth above. The date says on there 1916, which is just under 100 years ago. This is what is now the youth hostel, but it was then the old lifeboat station. As you can see, the boat was pulled out by horses, and it was brought straight out, down a slight ramp admittedly, but onto the beach. And you can see all the sand that was there then. It's no longer there now, but that is the big window now, which is in the youth hostel. And if you go and stand below it, you're probably stretching up about 20 to 25 foot looking upwards at it.
With the more increased or possible more increased stormy conditions that we're going to have, sandbanks act as a huge buffer to the waves. They dissipate the wave energy, and so as it comes into shore, it's less forceful than it would be. By lowering or changing or removing at least 1% of a sandbank, you can completely rearrange the sandbank structure. 1% we think has already been taken from the bank, and they're looking to take obviously 1 million tonnes more. If you take away part of what is a dynamic organism, it will have to adjust to and reform, and they don't know what effect that's going to have on the bank itself and on the beaches here.
So I started again, yeah. Making a mistake doesn't mean that you were wrong. At least you knew it so long that you could start again. Now I don't know your pain, but boy, this time it's me you're pleasing, and I wanna know your right to oh. Now what's the meaning for these actions? It's not only you who makes it the practice. Take what they don't mean.